It's the same old playbook: discredit the woman, shame her, and hope she disappears. So it is no longer news that Senator Natasha Akpoti-Uduaghan, the suspended senator who represents Kogi Central at the Nigerian Senate, has taken her case to the Interparliamentary Union, the IPU meeting at the United Nations in New York. Now, at the Women in Parliament session during the IPU meeting, she asked global democratic institutions to step in and ensure justice. She claimed that her suspension from the Nigerian Senate was unfair. Now, there's more. She has also alleged that, this is according to a report I saw on Premium Times, she alleged that plans are underway to arrest her upon her return to Nigeria. According to her, the Senate President, Senator Godswill Akpabio, he sent 3 staff headed by the chargé d'affaires of the Nigerian embassy in New York to evacuate her from the United Nations premises just right after her speech. Now, she also said she was rescued by parliamentarians from other countries and the security. This is according to her, according to an exclusive by Premium Times. Senator Natasha recently accused Senate President. I'm just going to bring you up to speed in case for those of you who have missed it. Senator Natasha, she accused the Senate President Godswill Akpabio of sexual harassment. If you watch my last video, you will see that I spoke about her outbursts at the National Assembly, the underlying issues, and Senator Akpabio's reaction. Now, after she spoke up, guess what happened? Instead of a fair investigation, she was suspended for 6 months. Yes, you heard that right, 6 whole months. Now let's break this down. Now, Natasha gave an interview. She shared that Akpabio, the Senate President, had made inappropriate advances towards her. She even submitted a petition to the Senate. She was hoping for justice. Well, instead of taking her claims seriously, they dismissed her case on a technicality and then punished her for supposedly going against Senate rules. And they put her on 6 months suspension. 6 whole months. A lot of persons have been asking what she did, or the rules, the supposed rules she broke at the Senate. Was it enough to give her 6 whole months of suspension? And then, just like that, her voice has been shut down, but she has refused to be shut down. Let's not forget that Akpabio was the subject of another sexual harassment allegation from a former public official in 2020. He has denied the allegation, of course, at the time, and then recently he claimed that he said he's going to sue his accuser. Now, why exactly does this matter? Why am I talking about this? Why is it a big, serious issue? Like I mentioned before, this isn't just about Natasha. It's about how women everywhere, especially in politics and workplaces, are forced into silence when they call out harassment. We see it happen a lot. It happens to a lot of women. Instead of making space for women, the system keeps shutting them out with things like this. Now, after Natasha spoke up, things got ugly. Some people started spreading lies about her personal life. Blogs have been carrying, spreading all sorts, talking about how she has given birth to 6 children by 6 different men. Reports like that surface on social media, like diverting attention from the real issue, which is quite disappointing. What was more disappointing is the fact that other female senators, in fact, other older women in politics, both past those who held past positions and all that, they went on TV to dismiss her claims. They discredited her. And let's not also forget the pro-Akpabio protest where people were paid to insult her in public.
But why are you supporting Senator Natasha?
No.
Why?
No, I don't want her.
You don't want her what?
He not do me anything, but I don't want. Because there are people say they be stubborn people. So we don't need stubborn people. We want peace. We don't need stubborn people. That is why.
Hungry people who did not even understand the issues. They were paid to carry placards and discredit Natasha. It was so disheartening to see, so disappointing to see. It's the same old playbook: discredit the woman, shame her, and hope she disappears. But here's the good news: women's rights groups, everyday Nigerians, they are not keeping quiet about this issue. Hundreds of women have marched in different states saying, "We are all Natasha." And yes, we are all Natasha. Natasha has been able to speak up for a lot of women who these things have happened to, and they've not been able to speak up because of the culture of silence and the culture of, trying to shut down the victims. Now, the next I want to talk about is what needs to happen. What do we need to do? First, Natasha's case must be properly investigated. No woman should be punished for calling out harassment. It is something that needs to stop. Secondly, we need more women in politics. If the system is unfair, we need to change the system. And third, we cannot stay silent. If we let this slide, it will keep happening. As women, we must all come together and condemn this. Now, let's also talk about Senator Neda Imasuen, the senator who played a key role in the suspension of Senator Natasha. Instead of properly investigating her claims, Imasuen, as the chair of the Senate Ethics Committee, he ruled that her petition was dead on arrival. Just imagine. But did you know that the said Imasuen, the said Senate Ethics chair, he has a history of professional misconduct? Did you know that? How is he in charge of determining what is ethical? Let me give you the history. Imasuen, who is a trained lawyer, he has been disbarred from practicing law in the United States. About a week ago, the Nigerian media broke the story that Senator Imasuen, he was disbarred in the United States back in 2010. Now, why? Because an American, Daphne Slyfield, accused him of failing to represent him in a court case after he was hired and paid. Now, the case was taken to the Supreme Court of New York, and the Judicial Committee handling the matter found him guilty of professional misconduct. Now, here's what gets even more interesting. After being served with the petition in July 2009, Imasuen was given 20 days to respond. But guess what? He did not respond. He did not file a response or even request an extension. And this led to an automatic decision against him. Shortly after, he returned to Nigeria. Coincidentally, in the same year, he was disbarred. Now, fast forward to 2023. This same Imasuen gets elected as a senator representing Edo South under the Labour Party. And the fact that there's this hypocrisy, that is even my concern. The hypocrisy is alarming. Imasuen has refused to answer for his own actions, yet he was quick to silence a fellow senator who dared to speak out. The Nigerian people deserve accountability. If a senator can be disbarred in another country for professional misconduct, should he really be making decisions for an entire district in Nigeria? So you guys tell me in the comments, how do you think we can ensure that women's voices are heard? Also, this Senator Imasuen, what do you think about his own issue? Do you think he should publicly address the scandal? Do you think he should even be in office in the first place? Let's have this conversation. Let's keep talking in the comment section. Like always, I want to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.